Yes, the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is not what many imagine, and it is not what legends have painted for centuries. The Holy Grail is something far more mysterious, far more symbolic, and far more ancient. Now I'm going to take you into a historical moment, a cinematic exploration of the Grail's journey through time. And at the end, you will decide for yourself where you believe it rests today. If you're willing to share that in the comments, we will appreciate it more than you think. So, let's step into this story. A story that has kept the world in argument for centuries. Scientists said one thing, historians said another. And the most interesting part of all this is the detail almost everyone overlooks. Every relic has drama, but the Holy Grail is the Beyoncé of all relics. Everyone claims it, everyone wants it, and yet nobody agrees where it actually lives. Some say Valencia, some say León, some say it's lost forever, and one medieval monk said, "It's definitely here," while pointing at a cup that looked suspicious, like something stolen from the monastery cafeteria. Humans have argued about this cup for 900 years. Kings fought over it. Knights died for it. And one historian said, "If the Grail had a passport, it would have more stamps than I do." If you like stories like this, you are in the right place. We explore the world's greatest mysteries, one story at a time. Subscribe and follow to unlock global mystery with us. Maybe the next mystery comes from your country, because mystery travels. Before we continue, I have a question for you. Where do you believe the Grail truly rests? Valencia, León, or somewhere no one has ever considered? Behind the humor, behind the chaos, behind the centuries of debate, there is a pattern, a trail, a mystery that refuses to die. Tonight, we follow that trail. Before we continue, let's start with the first truth. What actually is the Holy Grail? For anyone who has never heard about it, or anyone who is confused, the Holy Grail is traditionally believed to be the cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper and later said to have been used to collect his blood at the crucifixion. But historically, the Grail is a medieval invention, not a biblical one. The Bible never mentions a Holy Grail, not once. The idea first appeared in the 12th century, inside a French poem by Chrétien de Troyes, a writer who described a mysterious vessel with supernatural qualities. That story exploded across Europe, so the Grail became a symbolic object created by medieval writers, later connected to Christian tradition, then mixed with relic culture, then claimed by multiple kingdoms, and then transformed into a global mystery. Some believe the Grail is a real physical cup that survived history. Two main contenders exist. Valencia's chalice, a deep red stone cup, ancient, Middle Eastern, carried by kings. León's chalice, a darker, heavier cup, linked to a 2014 manuscript claiming Jerusalem origins. Both have evidence. Both have gaps. Both have supporters. No one agrees. Many historians and mystics say the Grail was never a cup. Instead, it was a symbol of divine memory, a symbol of sacrifice, a symbol of the search for meaning, and humanity's longing for something sacred. In this view, the Grail is not an object. It is a story, a journey, a mirror. It exists because humans need mysteries that survive time. Today, the Holy Grail means the ultimate thing you seek. People say, the Holy Grail of medicine, the Holy Grail of technology, the Holy Grail of archaeology. It became a metaphor for the highest goal, the ultimate discovery, the thing everyone wants, but no one finds easily. So what is it really? The Holy Grail is a relic, a legend, a mystery, a mirror, and a story that refuses to die. It is not one thing. It is all of them at once. That's why the world still argues about it. That's why it appears in every century. That's why it survives every generation. The Grail is not just a cup. It is a question, and you just stepped into the answer. Let's start with the first contender. Let us travel to Valencia, a cathedral that guards the chalice of deep red stone, polished by centuries, carried by kings, protected by monks who believed it was the Grail. Researchers say the stone is ancient, Middle Eastern and older than the base beneath it. A combination that should not exist, but does. The cup appears in royal inventories, pilgrim diaries, medieval chronicles, but the strangest part is not the cup, it is the journey. Records show it moved from Jerusalem to Antioch, from Antioch to Rome, from Rome to Spain, as if someone was protecting it from something or someone. The Grail in Valencia is not just a relic, it is a survivor. Now we move north, to León, to a basilica that guard the darker cup, heavier, carved with symbols scholars still argue about. A manuscript discovered in 2014 claims this cup was given to a Spanish king by a Muslim emir who said it came from Jerusalem. But the manuscript ends abruptly, pages missing, ink smeared, as if someone erased the final part. No gold, no jewels, no royal splendor, but it has something else, a trail of silence, a pattern of protection, a history that refuses to be dismissed. 2 cups, 2 cities, 2 claims, and both have evidence. But then comes the third possibility, the one historians whisper about quietly. The Grail may not be a cup at all, not an object, not a relic, not something you can hold, but a symbol of memory, a symbol of sacrifice, a symbol of something humanity keeps searching for, but never finds. If this is true, then the Grail is not in Valencia, not in León, not in any cathedral. It is in the story itself, in the search, in the mystery that refuses to die. This is the shock moment, the twist almost everyone overlooks. Scientists say the Grail cannot be confirmed physically, because materials can be ancient without being sacred. And then, they tested the Valencia chalice. Its stone is old, undeniably old. Meanwhile, the León cup fits certain timelines perfectly. And then, some scientists said neither cup qualifies because evidence is incomplete, because history is fragmented, because relics rarely survive without scars. Scientific claims add tension to the mystery. Historians argue based on manuscripts and movement, and then they trace relic journeys carefully. Meanwhile, some historians support Valencia strongly. Others support León with equal conviction. And then some say the Grail was never meant to be found because its purpose was symbolic, not physical, because its meaning mattered more than its location. And so, the debate refuses to die. So where is the Holy Grail? Valencia says it's theirs. León says it's theirs. Historians say it's lost. Mystics say it was never meant to be found. But the truth is simple. The Grail is wherever the story still breathes, wherever the search continues, wherever mystery refuses to fade. The Grail is not a location. It is a journey. And tonight, you walked part of it. This is not a teaching. This is a cinematic exploration, a story, a moment, a mystery inviting reflection, not doctrine. Mystery, faith, and doctrine brought to life in every story.